Hello, hello, and a very warm good evening to everybody. So nice that you're here and that we are going to stream a new game, new cycle. And unfortunately for Cooper, it doesn't mean you're going to get a new cycle, let alone a new motorcycle, because I don't have the money for that. Plus, that's not what this game is about. But hey, you can always wish for something. Maybe there's a nice benefactor in the stream that wants to donate a new motorcycle to you, but it's not going to be me. But yeah, here we go. You can already see by the dark look and all, it's a little bit of a dystopian game. The world has gone to, well, another word for dump in English. That's basically what the world went to, and we have to rebuild. That's what we're gonna do, and we're going to explore this game. Now, I've played this already 2 years ago, way back, when the game wasn't developed this far as it is right now. It is still in alpha, though. It is not we're in early access or whatever you want to call it. It's not in full release yet. They keep developing it, but they've gone a long way, and I thought it would be nice to show this to you. So we should get going soon, but not before I say hello PSV, hello Kevin, hello Roadhog, hello Cooper. Nice to see you all already here, and hello to everybody else that might be watching. I hope you will all have a great time here with me. And oh, I see it's nice weather in England. It's nice weather here too. Bit warm actually, but 23, 24. Still hard wind though, but luckily over the weekend there should be some rain finally, because it is way too dry for the time of the year. I mean, it is the driest month of the year, but still it was so dry last month. So yeah, we need more rain. But yeah, we'll see. I've not seen the brothers in a whole day. They are already out when I got up this morning. Oh, so they're gonna bring you an elk or something. They're hunting it. Well, time to get into the game now. And this game is called New Cycle, because basically we start a new cycle of life. So let's start up a brand new game. You can see there's 4 modes, but only 2 are available. We can play a sandbox mode, a peaceful mode without outside threats or drastic changes to environmental conditions. All the components of city building and survival are active, but endgame challenges are absent. We can do the story mode, presenting all of the mechanics and tribulations that can be experienced in the dynamic universe of New Cycle, and there will be 2 other gameplays that will come at some point. Sanity. This scenario, begun as the leader of an advanced settlement, revolves around the sudden appearance of a mysterious disease that causes large convulsions in the fabric of your community's social order and collective mental stability. Sounds like a modern democracy. You must manage this atmosphere of desperation and come up with a solution to save your city from total annihilation. So this is a nice, like, sort of scenario, I guess. And bringing large-scale self-defense mechanics to the New Cycle universe. This mode starts the player as the leader of a middle-sized community who lost its first settlement. Processing certain technological advancements and a set of structures, you must protect your people against the forces that destroyed your first settlement, while overcoming every difficulty posed by more fundamental problems. So these must be very hard scenarios. So there's a lot more coming to this game in time. I cannot say in how much time, but there's more to come. We're going to play the campaign, because that's basically what the game wants you to. That's how you get the full extent of the game. Now, they added quite a few maps. We can play in the meadow, the coastline, the green cape, and you can see the water sources, the soil fertility, the mineral deposits, and the settable area. There we have the northern forest, we have the northern meadow, and we have the riverside coming and the arid meadow coming, which I think both will be pretty tough. So that could be interesting. I think this is since this is a new one, I want to start on the northern meadow. It is a vast, flat plains with a large land area, highly fertile and rich in resources, dotted with untouched clusters of trees. The high level of precipitation provides opportunities for settlements here to develop under more favorable conditions in various ways. Nice. So we have good fertility, water is okay, settable area is nice. Minerals, a little bit less, but that's okay. Sorry, little cough there. We have to come up with a camp name, so chat, come on, get me a camp name while I go over all the settings. We use the standard timeline. We can also use the developed timeline. I believe that you will basically start ahead in development, which we're not going to do. We're going to play on the normal difficulty, which means the day length time is normal, moral gain, workforce output, food consumption, everything will just be normal. Death rate related to accidents, illnesses, and exhaustion is then set to low, which we're gonna leave. Recovery rate, abundance of resource deposits, building refund rate. So you have a lot of settings that you can play with to make it either harder or less hard for you. Enable eye friendly mode. Reduces screen brightness, disables flashing lights and turns off effects like flares and bloom to minimize eye strain. We're not going to do that. Enable screen edge scrolling. Allows you to scroll the screen by moving your mouse cursor to the edges. I don't need that because we use the WASD keys for that. Camp nothing. Tiddlewinky. Orstiv. Orstiv. Oh wow. I'm gonna go with Tiddlewinky. That sounds like it's a very nice camp, but we might just be brutal fundamentalists in the camp, whatever. We're just gonna play this game now. Let's get ahead. There will be some storylining and all, so we'll read that and all, and then we get to it. The first launch may take some time. Please wait. Well, it's not like we're gonna launch a rocket or anything. But hey, there it comes. Yay! Here we are. Choose a location. Well, time is rolling, so I'm going to pause the game. We're going to take a little bit of a look around. We have the town of Tiddlywinky. We have a refreshment. 40 morale to all classes. Oh, that's nice. We can see resources in the top here. Logs, stone, iron ore, mushrooms, meat, water, simple meal, lumber, iron ingots, tools, rawhides, clothing. So yeah, we will have to get stuff. There's electricity apparently. So this game won't play in the Middle Ages. It'll be much further ahead. And we have a nice big open area here, as we can see. It's a little bit mountain or hilly. So we'll have to make do with that. We also have roads leading here. Yeah, these are the big mountains that basically are the edge of our world. So yeah, there is an edge to the world, which are those mountains. I also believe that there should be ways that we can see whatever is where. Isn't there one for like overlays? Outdoor objects, fences and walls, landmarks. Roads, conveyor. I wish to see some overlays if I can. Switch. Oh, wow. Oh, there's a lot more resources. We can make it bigger and smaller. Nice. Maybe we cannot do any overlays because we have to wait for that to unlock or something. That could be a thing. Alright, anyways, we have to choose a location. You have to click the mission, which is always a bit weird. If you don't know what to do, you have to click the first mission, then you actually get it. So you can wait a long time for it to open up or whatever. Nothing will happen. You have to click it yourself. On this little side road where I live, car came that must have been very lost. Yellow license plate that said NL. I wonder where he turned wrong. Well, that's interesting. Well, Sweden is a very popular country for us Dutchies. I want to go there sometime with wife and little one. So just be holiday peeps. But yeah, typical Dutch. They go unprepared, don't know where to go, and they'll just drive around, seek a good place. Maybe it's a secret invasion for your cheese resources. Alright, the first steps. We've reached this unknown land after a long journey. It seems isolated and safe. We hope it offers enough resources for a new start. Choose the most suitable spot to settle in the area and guide us to set our base camp. Okay, it's nice. He already got a hot thing, so apparently he's already doing smithing work while he's telling me that we have to build a camp first. But hey, that's okay. We're not gonna nag here. This is good. Okay, let's find a nice suitable spot. I guess somewhere in the middle will do. Main hall. Main hall, yeah. Is there a way? Ah, look at this. Here we have the water layer. So we can see water. Okay, oh, there's water sources around. Guess those are areas where we can build wells. Wind layer. So there should be wind, but there's not a lot of wind at the moment, so that's good. We have mining layer. Where's the mines? Do I have actual iron ore or something? I don't see any. Okay, fertility. Ooh, okay. And drilling layer. Ooh, we can get oil. Cool. Okay, so fertility is right here and here. And where's the water? Also in this area. So we might start out with the camp here, I guess. Let's go. Let's use the default layer. Now, here we go. Before Rodok, please take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. What you see right here is a grid builder. And I know Rodok is not a fan of grid builders. Actually, this will be the most single reason that he's already going to say, I don't like this game. I don't want this. This is not for me. But watch what happens if you press the tab key. Hey, the grid is gone. And we can actually really like rotate everything. Because you don't have to play in grid mode if you don't want to. So it's always good to check things out before you form an opinion. And yes, we can start a base camp out here. And it won't be a grid. There we go. We start to build the base camp. Oh, they're taking... Oh, wow. They're taking this whole thing away. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. Well, that worked. Hey, Laura. Welcome in. Good to see you. How are you doing? I'll probably have to head off soon to run the pharmacy for hubby. No worries. No worries. We're just happy that you're on board. Hello, hello. How's hubby doing after all the surgery? Is everything well now? It was the driver I sent to get my t-shirt. Still not arrived. Ah, yeah, that's probably it. Okay, let's unpause because we have built the main hall. This is our main settlement. We can see our population here. We have 35 people. Morale is very low. Health, not so high. Attraction. Apparently these people are not attractive or something. I don't know. You can also see that we are now in cycle 1. And these are all the things that we are possibly going to be unlocking. We haven't unlocked them all, but we can possibly unlock all of this. You can see that the lighted up things are already unlocked. Stuff like this is not unlocked yet. That's why it's grayed out. And to achieve the next cycle, we have to gather an amount of knowledge. We have to build 4 wells, 2 gathering camps, and 2 soup kitchens. If we get all of that done, then we unlock the next cycle. And we can already see that it goes all the way up to cycle 8, the Age of Cold Steel. So we have some time to go. Now, time is rolling and we have a message from the community. Welcome to new cycle, a message from the community. You are now the governor of this little community. It's been nearly half a century since the first solar flare. In the initial moments of the catastrophe, we lost our entire technological infrastructure, our means of global sourcing and almost everything that we can share as a civilization. The following years were humanity's darkest, having to wrestle the constant impossibilities and despair. From battles fought with sticks and stones to nuclear wars, we ended up destroying ourselves with little the sun had left for us. And civilization fell. Ah, okay. Everyone here was born into this new world, and we have to be their leader. Our current flimsy shelter can't carry us far. We must rebuild everything from scratch with the efforts of those who remain, so we can establish a sustainable way of life. We need to rediscover our lost technologies and explore our surroundings to create new possibilities. Most importantly, beyond merely surviving, we have to find a way of securing our next generation, by whose time the world may not be inhabitable anymore. We don't know how we can preserve life as we know it, but we can at least help build something that we may call home. Ooh, nice. Well, we're going to play with the tutorial so that you can see what it's like. It is nice, so let's roll with that. Hubby's gonna be sore for some time, but walks a little bit every 2 hours. Has a walker for assistance and a couple. At some therapy. Strong pain meds required once every 6 hours. Ah, okay. Well, hopefully he gets well soon. Chief, living so long as nomads, we feel ready now to build simple shacks at the least. We want to settle down here. We'll need more durable shelters, workplaces and storage deposit, and for that we need to get our hands on a bunch of local resources. We can get started by collecting whatever's around. Primitive structures made out of logs and stone will do for the start. We can gather these by building a field camp close to forests and rock formations. Build a field camp and gather some stuff. Okay. That's probably on the resources. Yes, we have to build a field camp. And now that we are trying to build that, we can see how many resources are available. You can see them also on your map here. You can see the wood and all. But you also see bars behind them in the middle, right above the camp that we're going to build. If it's completely wide out, then there's a lot available. If we move away, you can see that that should become less at some point. So right now we have a little bit of iron ore in range. No stones. If we place it here, we also get some stones in range. So it all depends on where you place it, whether you have access to some good resources and of course, which resources. Now right now we need to get both wood and stone. So it might make sense to build one somewhere here where we have both wood and stone. Is this good? Yeah, this should probably do. There we go. Let's build it. Okay, by the way, you can really zoom in far, so we can really go all the way to, to the people. You have to use the WASD keys to move around, which makes it a little bit, you know, touchy. But as you can see right here, ooh, strong lady carrying a big crate there. This is the main camp that we have. We have a little bit of power from this windmill. And that's all that we're doing. Look at all the details, all the stuff that's laying around, fire burning and all. So that's nice. And now they're going to build us that little worker camp that I've set up. I already don't remember where. Oh, here we're building it. They'll get there with the resources. They will start to build it, and then we can continue. Now, what I'm going to do is build one of these extra, because I already know that we are going to need a lot of these. So, yeah, we need those resources in. So, let's build another one right here, and make sure that we get as much logs and stone in a short amount of time. I'll be mindful in my judgment, because you can disable the grid. Yeah, well, basically, if you disable it, it's a gridless builder. So, you know, that's very good. That's very good. I love it. I didn't expect the ground to just, you know, go all the way sunken in to build this. So, I don't know if we place something here, if that will happen too. And in the end, we'll just remove this whole mountain. Or how does that work? I have no clue. I'm not really a big fan of the whole landscape just sinking in and then we build. I mean, I want to build on the slopes and all. So, I don't know if that's like supposed to be this way or... I have no clue. It says that we have a field camp ready. And yes, this one is ready. Now we have to add workers. And in this case, you have to add workers to specific resources as well. So we can just put in 3 workers for the wood. But then they will not be gathering any stones yet. Because we've just put them in for the wood. You can also see how much there is. Which seems to be a good amount. Let me just max out both so that we get this in. We create 6 wood a day and 14 stones a day now. You can see by the time here, we are already on day 4, so time runs relatively quickly. It goes by the hour. And we were building another camp somewhere up here, if I'm correct. Or I'd probably move the camera around. Where's the other camp? Is it all the way there? No, it wasn't that far. I don't know. I lost my other camp. Where's my other camp? I was building a second one, but now I don't know where it is. Probably still building it. Oh, here it is. There it is. Found it. Alright, there we go. Let's put workers in there too. So we get another 6 and 14 a day. That should get us up to speed. Now, of course, if you have questions, things you want me to show you or whatever, we'll try to do our best. It will take a while, of course, this whole streaming series with this game, because it's just been the first cycle right now. We still have to get a long way. You can see there's seasons. We have a water issue because we don't have any water yet. We do have water, but it's going to run out at some point. So we do need to make sure that we get more water soon. It is locked right now, though, so I cannot make a well yet because of the... Ooh, a rough stone wall. New coating material. So we even can get to coating buildings and all. That's interesting. So there will be a lot of customization options, which is interesting. We can see that morale is higher than it was before. Attraction went up a little bit, so maybe at some point we can attract some migrants or something. And yeah, they're all busy. Yep, these are doing a good job. He's running to work. He's really excited to get to work. Oh, he's standing in the rock. That's not a good sight. Stone deposit. Oh, that's okay. Let him do his job. Come on, guys. You don't have to run towards your job. I mean, it's okay. You don't have to. They're so interested in getting to work. Yay, we get to work for Patmos. Let's go. Well, at least they're making me stone, so that's good. We got some wood in. We're getting more and more stone in. Almost there for the mission. And then we can continue onwards to the next one. I have to keep track of my camp, though. My camp's up here. Okay, this is good. Okay, so 4 more logs, 2 more logs now. That's good. Now, these are the little shacks people live in, or the camp, the tents. They won't really like this. This is not good for morale and all, so we need to provide them with some housing at some point. Off to a promising start, Chief. We may go on gathering nearby resources for a while. We should focus on producing more complex materials by processing the raw ones. Our settlement can develop as far as the limits of our knowledge and production. We can create flexible and processable constructions or objects throughout woodworking. Okay, we have to build a lumber mill. That'll be in production, yes. Okay, so we can build stuff on each other. What a surprise. Now you can see this building has an entrance on if I rotate the camera like this, you can see that our town hall has an entrance on the left and the right. This building has one on the right and on our bottom side. So this has two entrances, but they're on different sides than the other place. That's interesting. I'm actually going to build this right here. I'm going to leave some room for a road, because buildings need to be connected at some point by a road. We cannot build them yet, but I already know that, so that's where we're going to keep a little bit of space. And then see what we can do with that. Now, while this is built, I'll be back in 2 seconds, but I have to open up my door because it's very warm up here in my top floor. And the window's closed and all now because of the... I don't want to bother my neighbors while talking. So I have to open up the room door, but I had it closed because the little one wasn't asleep yet, but she's asleep now, so I'm going to open up the door. So I'll be right back, and you can watch this lovely building being constructed. And I'm back. Here we get the lumber mill. You see it has 5 build stages, and every time it finishes a stage, the outer bar comes up. 66% now. So we'll get a nice lumber mill. Don't forget this Sunday, Ostrov Q&A. Yeah, Ostrov Q&A this Sunday. Thanks for submitting your questions, Kev. I will try to answer them during the stream. And if anybody else has questions, don't forget to either drop into the stream, drop your question there, or ask it to me in advance. Alright, it should be done by now. There we go, it's done. Oh, this is cool. Now, what you have to do in buildings like these, we can see this building can produce 3 different types of things. It can produce lumber, firewood, if we unlock it, and paper. You have to select a resource that you actually want to build in this one. So they cannot build everything at the same time. You have to select one. So here we go. Then we have to select a workforce for it. And it could well be that another product requires a different workforce. And now it's actually going to get to work. And they're going to produce 11 lumber a day, which is really nice. It's not connected to the road network, which has a negative effect on the workforce. And therefore you will produce less. So if we can get it connected to a road network and then also connected to the town hall, that's the whole idea, then we will be able to give it an extra production bonus, which is nice. I really don't like the ground deformation at where you build. Looks a bit amateurish for a game that has several years in development. Yeah, same here. It's weird also that the whole ground just came down. I don't know why that is. Apparently it's probably just easiest to build on flat ground, and they didn't manage to get it in a way that you can actually build on hilly ground. So I don't know, it feels really weird. I agree. Water is life, chief. We need better access to it. I know, we have 35 thirsty workers and 15 are deadly thirsty. I'm sorry, but I cannot build the well yet. If I could, I would, but game has to tell me that I can. Now, if you hover over the things, you can see daily consumption and production. So you can see whether you are overproducing or not. So this has a certain amount it uses every time. And that's pretty good. I think we could actually already go for an extra lumber mill to make sure that we produce plenty of lumber for the future. Yeah, we can build it. I think we're going to do that because we're going to need so much lumber at some point. I already know that. Let's just build it right here. That's easy for the roads. And then we'll do the residential area not on a like a gritty kind of mode. We'll do that a little bit more playful. But for now I'm going to keep a little bit of the grid road. Building animation's a bit slow. Unlike in Ostrov. Yeah, in Ostrov, when they pick up a beam and they place it, you actually see the beam being put up. That's not how they do it here. I believe. But I like the like if you hover over it, you can really see where all the buildings should come. And I think they did that in a nice way. You can see this just goes up and up and up. It's a different way of doing it. And of course it looks weird when they put in half beams and all. But I like the fact there are actual animations with it. Still, a lot of games don't use animations like this. And first you have nothing, they build for a while, all of a sudden the house is there. And I don't think you can do that anymore nowadays. You should be able to make some decent graphics, at least of the house being built. This being the least nicest option, I guess, to do it this way. What Ostriv does is actually a very nice way. Beam by beam, step by step, and you can really see it build. But hey, every one thing does it at their own pace. Right here you can just see all of a sudden all of the walls and stuff appear. I don't know, I'm not a big fan of that, but it's okay, we'll deal with it. Here we have another lumber mill and it's ready. Let's tell it to also produce lumber and go. That should now up our production to 11 a day plus another, that should be 22 a day soon. We're still producing enough logs, 3.5 per thing, so we still produce more than we use. That's nice. What game speeds are there? We can have pause. We can have game speed to 0.1, which is apparently really slow. This actually looks normal, by the way. We can go to normal speed, which is actually already... They have a quite fast walk. Oh. We have a mission, so after that I'll continue with showing you the different speeds. Every option is harder to perform in a settlement without... every operation is harder to perform in a settlement without roads. Connecting all the buildings in your settlement with a road network will convenience the workforce and the circulation of raw materials. While not mandatory for other operations, road construction is a prerequisite for building infrastructure such as bridges and tunnels. Okay. So we have speed 2, which is times 2, and we have speed 3, which is times 3. You can see that the hours then pass by real quick. So I just like to keep it on speed 1. Now, right now you have two different types of roads, the dusty road and the white dusty road. Let's just go with the dusty road. Now it's pretty easy. You click and then you can just go somewhere and then you can click again and you can build it. You can also build it in sections. If you now click, they will just build it. Now, we're going to go all the way around here. So I'm just going to hold shift and click. And now I can release shift. And now I can go this way. And you can see there will be some sort of natural curve arriving. And it will be built right here. Right like this. Can't build a road here. I guess there's resources in the way or something. That's why we cannot build the road here. But yeah, we should be able to pass through here, I think. So let's do another shift. See, there we go. And there we go like this. Now, it will cost me 16 lumber and 32 stones to build this road. Let's do it. And you can immediately see what the road looks like. It has power poles on it, also with lanterns. And we now have the first road running through our settlement, which I think is pretty cool. Build a well and produce 60 water. Okay. Resources. Oh well. Now the well works a little bit different than you might expect. Here you can see a water source. You're not supposed to build on the water source. You're supposed to pick a spot. I thought there was more water around, by the way, where you have a lot of different water sources around. So we're going to build this well right here. It now has 3 water sources around, meaning that it will contract the most water at the highest rate. So we're going to build this right here. Ooh, the whole land moved. Did you see that? So the terrain automatically changes every time you build a building, and in a quite big area. I'm not a fan of that. I'm not a fan of that. Let's do it again and really check for the terrain. I want to build another well right here because we're going to need quite a few wells. So let's take a look at the terrain. It's a little bit bumpy here. So as soon as I place it, see, the whole area changes. Because this building apparently has to just be slightly flat. I don't know. They should change that, I think. Should be a better way of putting it down. But, of course, I am no coder or whatever. I don't know how to make games. I don't know how a game like this works and operates. And why there apparently is the need to completely terraform the landscape if you build a house. I have no clue. But it is what it is for now. I must say, I mean, you can get pretty close. Look at all the graphics in here. We can see all the logs and all the stuff, the timber, the big logs. There's one here. There is a lot of detailing in the game, which is, I think, pretty cool. I like it. Guy's actually walking on the road. That's nice too. So in that sense, the game looks nice. If you want to connect a road, you can just, you know, hover over this, click, and from there on out, you can continue. For instance, we can build a road towards this camp here if we want to. Or just past it. So you can basically kind of build like a natural road that goes past it. There we go. And then we simply have to connect this one up. Like this. And now this building has a road connection. Which is good. For this building it doesn't really matter. But for these buildings it matters. Because see, the road is close enough for it to work. It now has a road connection. And now the workforce is 103. Because it has basic road access. And it's actually producing 15 a day now. And before we had the road access, it was only producing 11 a day. So that's 4 extra, which is 33% extra. So that is quite significant. Does the terrain return to pre-placement, or can you use it as a cheat to flatten the land? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know if we remove a building now, if the terrain will move back. But basically, we don't need to cheat the land because you place a building and it will flatten it automatically. So we don't, like in Ostrip, we need to use the church sometimes to flatten an area so that we can build on an area with hills. But here you don't have to do any cheating or anything like that because the terrain will go flat as soon as you place the building. So there is no need for that. I have conflicted feelings about the whole setup, but it is what it is. Daily bread. Now that we have access to water, we are only one step short of calling this place home. A life without a worry of hunger will turn us into a real society. Although we don't yet have enough resources for hunting, farming or animal husbandry, our experience in staying alive by living off the land may come in handy. Lots of easily found edible mushrooms are scattered all around. We should build a gathering camp and start stockpiling raw food. Okay. Probably be in here. Resources, let's see. Now we can see there's mushrooms, there's meat, and there's herbs. This is the icon for herbs. Oh, there's also fish up here apparently. Oh no, there is fish in the game, but it's not on here, I think. So we should probably find a spot where we can, you know, get some good items in one go. So for instance, if we place it here, we get some okay mushrooms and some nice herbs. We do it here, we get a ton of meat, which might actually be good. We can maybe just focus a few buildings. If we build this right here, this can just focus on the meat for us. So wow, look at that whole terrain changing. I actually didn't really notice the terrain when I did a trial run yesterday with this to see if it worked and if I could use this game. But it's quite terrible. Okay, can I place this in such a way? Yes, now it will also include the meat, but I don't want that. We just want the mushrooms. Let's go with the mushrooms. Where's the base camp? All the way there. Will that be a problem? Well, this might actually be closer. Can I do 3 mushroom sites here? No, 2 and herbs. I can do 3 mushroom sites like this. Oh, this is also 3 mushroom sites. Wow, this looks horrible. This looks horrible. Okay, that's not good. Alright, we have a group of strangers. Immigrant group. The more your settlement grows, the more attention you will get from passengers, from passers-by, and the more people will be willing to join us, both more frequently and in larger groups. The group of others wants fortune than us. Await permission to join. Yeah, they can come in. It's okay. We get 9 people for free. I like it. That's good for now. No need to terraform me, but talk about need. I need coffee. Oh, you get a coffee. That's important. You get your coffee. Don't forget to do that. Hey, Vladimir. Good to see you. How are you doing? So, Rodog, I read that the F1 starts again this weekend. Did they already do like a training or anything? Is there anything good? Any new nice changes? Okay, so we're bringing in a lot of lumber. We have good water. We have stones. We have not so many logs, but I think also construction is taken into the daily account. Seed production is this. Construction is 18 and production is 16 for the lumber. Ah, so we do need to produce more logs. Okay. Guess we have to get another field camp just to focus on logs. It doesn't have to go very far though. We can just place it somewhere here and get going with a bunch of logs. Now it didn't... Oh yeah, it did make this all the way down as well. Oh wow, so now we just have a big ridge between our people over here and our people over here. But if we build something out here, it should go down. Okay. Okay. Wrangling is done for today. 2 more days to go. Ooh, well, you hold on. 2 more days to go, and then you'll be off for a while. You deserve it, my man. Changing plans. Looks like I'll be here after all. Matt's not ready till 3 p.m. and it's 11:35 a.m. now. Ah, okay. Well, hope the Mets get ready soon, though, because your hubby probably needs them soon. But, yeah. Well, nice to have you here. Welcome, welcome. Not connected to the road network. That makes the well go less good. This building is not affected by it, so that's nice. We have to check different buildings to see if they actually need that road connection or not. Okay, this is done. This is just together. Alright, let's get the workforce in together. Mushrooms. Another field camp. Oh, am I building 2 field camps in the same spot now? Oh, but this one is for wood, right? Yeah. Okay, let's get a wood. Because we need more. Where's my other field camp? Field camp. I think I placed it somewhere up here. Yeah, that's wood and stone. Here it is. Let's... Oh, we cannot hunt yet. We cannot collect meat yet. So we cannot use this building. Okay, well, you know what? We'll leave it. We have to unlock hunting then, I guess. But we can just leave it. It should be okay. Might find another spot for some mushrooms and all that. Oh, here we have mushrooms and herbs. Not too far away. There we go. Alright, alright. So the people are just going on their daily business, walking around, doing their stuff. We only have 4 wood now. We really need to gather more wood. But I think... we take a look at the statistics. We now produce 14 a day. We need 17 for the lumber. How can we still only produce 14? That's 6 a day. This one is 6 a day. That's already 12. We had another one. Where's the other one? We had 3, right? That's a gathering camp. Okay, here's one. 1. So that's 6 a day. Ooh, we have another mission. The time has come to cook proper meals. People eating whatever they have on their plates doesn't mean they're happy with it. When there's nothing to eat, they will get demoralized, sick, and maybe even fall into the jaws of death. From now on, food needs to be kept fresh and distributed while it's hot. Okay. For a start, a bowl of soup will do as long as everybody has their share and they don't have to worry about hunger anymore. Research the basic construction, build a soup kitchen, and produce 30 simple meals. Alright, let's get into the development tree. Here we can see what researches we have. We now go for basic construction. It will cost us 24 planks, takes 50 knowledge. Oh, we have that, so that's good. Let's start the research. It will take 24 hours to complete. And here we can see this is cycle 1. If we go further, we go to cycle 2. We get more techs. We cannot look ahead, but since there's 8 cycles, there's going to be a lot more tech to get. So we'll have to see how that goes. But I thought we would now be producing enough 1, 2, 3 camps. Yeah, we have 3 camps producing wood. Should be 18 a day instead of 14. I don't know why. We'll see. We still have 16 hands available. So we might, you know, at some point get another one or something if we have to. Not like it's that bad. Ah, there comes the other gathering camp. We do produce good mushrooms now. So if we can get some nice meals going and make the people happy. That's kind of good, I guess. Now, if we build a field camp. these are not considered to be stone. So these are basically just things in the way. So yeah, we can just build over them. We don't need to be too picky about it. If the Duff was not electric, he would win from F1 cars. Training now on the way. Quali later this evening. Won't watch either of them. Mario Kart series. Ah, so you're done watching Formula 1 now. I hear Max is going to drive an electric Duff 66 this year at F1. Probably not the champion this year. Development completed. We can now build a stockpile, a soup kitchen, and we can produce simple meals. Okay. You can manage the day-night cycle from the menu, from the time indicator in the main user interface panel. The day-night cycle. From the time indicator. Well, here's the time indicator. Oh, we can use a time. Ooh, we can make it nighttime. Dusk, sunny, morning. Oh, cool. Oh, I like this one. Gives a bit of shadows and all. Nice. Okay, so we need to build that soup kitchen, which is in construction here. There we go. And then we might as well go for a stockpile. Oh, we need more logs. A small structure for keeping reserve resources. Increase the total storage capacity. Oh, that's nice. Heh. Okay, I'm going to read this again. A small structure for keeping reserve resources. It's the biggest one so far. Okay. Well, I guess this should go next to our camp or something. I don't know. Well, maybe out here next to all the... Should probably leave some room for a road in between, maybe. I don't know. We'll build a stockpile, though. You can build buildings even if you don't have enough resources. They will just not be built straight away, as you can see right here. It now has 8 out of 9 logs. Now it has 9 out of 9. So as soon as somebody produces a log, it will go straight in here and it will be built. So basically there's also not a transportation system where you actually see logs and all being transported from one place to another. They do have an image right here where you kind of see that. But it's not like they're really bringing it because they're already going to build it. At least that's how it looks to me. I mean, they all bring different crates and all, but in the end it should just be built. Or maybe they actually bring it. It looks like they bring it. Sort of. But these are already going to go to work and going to build it. In CKD Hot, I was already told, don't eat from knife or you grow up mean and snappish. Now I have realization that perhaps I was eating from a chainsaw while I was working. Oh dear. British press doing their normal partisan crap saying RB should ban him from taking part because that unfortunate loss of life. Ah. It is small compared to a bronze dragon. Depends on the size of your bronze dragon. I've seen very small bronze dragons, so it's all a matter of perspective and size comparison, but I don't want to get into a size comparison with you, so we're not going to do that. Right here we get the stockpile. Cool. Like big pallets where they store stuff on, I guess. I wonder if we'll actually see different resources on it. It's done. There we go. So, oh, look at that. You can actually see the different resources. So our stone, our logs. We have water barrels, I think. Then we have some other resources. I don't know what this is, but it's other resources. Oh, interesting. Now, the kitchen should be ready. We have to select the resource to start producing. Available recipes. Mushrooms. 6 mushrooms, 2 water will produce 8. Soup in every 2 hours. Oh, that's good. Meat. Well, we don't have meat yet. But 5 meat will produce 10 soups per 6 hours. That's not very efficient. Fish. 6 for every 2 hours. 9 for every 3 hours. Okay, we're going to do the mushrooms. That also seems to be the most productive one. But it might also be the least good food for them. So, I don't know yet. We do slowly get 2 logs in a day now, so might be nice if we can find a way to increase that at some point. Pause, resume, demolish. Don't know what this does, but we'll see. Let's check the development tree, by the way. We are now busy making the soup, but can we already research this then? We get a shack, a household depot, small structure where non-essential needs for residents are stored and distributed, a log fence, small gate, and firewood. Alright, let's do the research already. Takes 30 hours anyways. Last update again was 6 weeks ago. I almost suspected it to be a dead one. No. That's why I actually got back into it. Because it reminded me 6 weeks ago. I saw there was an update. And I was like, there's still an active development. That's good. So, you know what? Let's get back into it. And then I got back into it. And I discovered the gridless mode and all. And I was like, oh, then I can stream it. Because I won't have a pissed off Rodog in my chat. Because it's a grid builder. So, hey, here we are. Okay, so you can see by the icon over the building what they're actually producing, which is quite handy. It's pretty cool that you can quickly see that. You can also see this has a workforce of 103, so it's slightly more working better than it should. And we can see that here because it's making 2.4 meals an hour. That's pretty good. Ooh, population management. Uh-oh. We must closely monitor the community's situation needs, morale levels, and all related factors. We must try to reach the best possible outcomes in our affairs and adapt accordingly to uncertainties in order to maintain a healthy and content society with what we have. Well, that's a long sentence to say good luck with managing your population. In a badly managed community, unrest, diseases, death, and disintegration will quickly take a hold. Nice. Explore the population management. Okay. I guess I have to click my pops then for that. Population management. We have workers, craftsmen, and specialists. But we don't have them unlocked yet, so okay. We only have the workers. We can see their efficiency. They have low morale, so their efficiency is not that high. Their workforce is normal, so we have a ×1 production. If we can get that higher or intense, we can get it up to 1.5, which is good. We have food. They get a simple meal. And distribution is medium. And distribution is regular. So we can give them low food. We'll give them low morale. We can give them medium, regular, extra, or double. So if you get a very good food supply, you can give them double rations and they'll be really happy. Oh, that's good. They have tools, clothes, housing, entertainment, health, and security. Okay, well, we've discovered it. I'm good with it. Still looks like a grid builder to me. That's because of my playstyle. I'm very sorry, PSV. I'm just horrible at doing freestyle stuff. At last, our settlement resembles a home. Everyone has a job, something to offer to our society. We are producing food, water, and construction materials. Before ramping up, we need some basic rules and a sense of order. Proportions represent how much of a consumable is used per person in a day. We must respond to every need, but decisions about each proportion should be made according to our resources and production capacity. That's true. The general level of morale will be generated by what gets distributed, at what rate, and how successfully. Morale directly influences the production performance of our settlement. Also, it can affect our people's reactions to unexpected events positively or negatively. Okay. Set ration distribution to regular. Distribute ration successfully for 2 days. Okay. So we have to get to rations. We have to put this to regular, which means a lot more food. I don't actually know if we produce enough. And we have to maintain this for 2 days. I hope we can. I hope we can. We have good water though. We have good meals right now. Production is 17. Consumption is 18. So what we can of course do is just build another soup kitchen. That might work out. Thanks for the link, Kev, to any news cycle news. I am a grid builder, says the master of Osterven Foundation. Well, it took me... I'm actually, by nature, I'm very organized in games like this. So, you know, playing in Ostriv and just building all these nicely squared garden houses next to each other so that you get nice, basically a nice grid layout. I love that. It's also really nice to try something else and to do that. But if my most preferred method is usually just build nicely in grid so that you can lay everything out and you don't have all these wasted spaces and all. So just building the road like this is already unnatural to me. But in the end, I give it a try and I do my best. And then yes, I am able to step away from it a bit. But yeah, to be honest, I am kinda gritty. I don't have a problem with it. Although I love actual city builders that are not in a grid, because it gives you the freedom that you want to build in a grid or not. But yeah, it's like a game like Patron, which I also haven't played for a long time now, is a fully grid builder, but it's still a very enjoyable game. It's just a grid builder, so it has its limitations. And I do like it that we can just make different shapes and all here. But yeah, for some games, I don't know. It's good this way. I'm gonna build another field camp because we really need more logs. And not just a few, a ton. I don't know how to get more logs quickly. Hey, go away! I was trying to build a building. Understanding the overview. A place to track everything about your settlement and your people. View the overview panel. Health is the subject that we should pay the most attention to. Why? Oh, we don't want STDs in our camp. That's true. It should be our priority to find a solution to our current conditions. Makes sense. Examine the factors affecting public health and take decisive action. Hint: there are many factors that affect people's health. Nutrition and water are the most important of these. No one can withstand more than 3 days without water. You need to produce solutions against many variables such as seasons, heavy work conditions, epidemics, insufficient supply, and harmful external effects. Okay. So we have to do a lot in this game. This is actually really about survival and all, but you have to like really manage your society. Okay, this is the overview and reports screen. So here you can see a lot. We can see we have a nice storage, and we have plenty of room in it. We have plenty of electricity, mineral deposits are good. We don't have any regulation. We don't have a cemetery. Hey, I need my job in here. Can we see about life? Well, we can see the attraction is low. Health is very low. We can see they need housing. They need health. We can see about our people. We can see how their supply is, how they're doing. Structures. You can see the structures, how many people are actually working in a certain structure and all. But these are still built, so that's interesting. We can see our materials. Look at this. Lots and lots of cool overviews and well organized. I like this interface. This is very good. It's nice, clean, no cluttering. You can really see the numbers. This is actually good. This is actually good. In the end, it's the game mechanics that make it fun, not if the grid build, not even a good grid. True. But a gridless build can really help. There are special interventions you can use whenever you want. There's a lot of text in this game, but it's quite a complex game, I think. It looks like you just place down a few buildings, but this is actually quite complex, I think. These interventions can radically affect life in the city for temporary periods. Depending on needs and our experience, we may propose new ones or want to replace existing ones. Okay, so these are things I can do as a ruler. Do not hesitate to use them in emergencies when you feel it is necessary or when external factors force you to do so. Of course, there will be costs. You are the one who will read the situation and make the decision. Select the main hall structure and see what you can do in the Actions tab. Okay. Main hall. Actions tab. Okay, we have two possible actions. Emergency work shifts. We need one last push. No choice but to make sacrifices for hard times. It will cost me 44 tools, which we don't have. And we get minus 13 morale to all classes, but plus 30 workforce to all classes. So you can give your production a boost with this one. And the health will also go down. So you have to be quite a prosperous thing, I guess, to do this. Or be in an emergency, and then the way to fix it is to quickly build like a few wells or something, and then you just, you put this out so you can quickly build those and then done. Okay. The other option that we have is inpatient rest relief. A good sleep and the relief of having no work to do the next morning. There is no better environment for healing. For 3 days, patients are allowed to rest. Medicine consumption per person is doubled, and the recovery chance of serious ill patients is increased. Has no other cost, and the effect is we get minus 45 workforce to all classes for 8 days. So they will be way less efficient. Health goes up. The probability of dying from severe illness and exhaustion is decreased. Okay. Now the mission will be that we have to probably use one of these. I guess that will be the next step in the tutorial. So I know which one I'm going to pick. That's what she said. Oh boy. I'm not going to get that. We finally secure our self-sufficiency, having left our temporary campsite behind for good. From now on, you must devise production plans according to the needs of your people in the settlement. You can set your course by exploring further developments. Remember, we may have no time. We know what to expect, but we cannot be sure about the how. Okay, well, you know what? Let's just go. We did research this one, so we can now build houses, which is good. I was going to... No, we're not going to do anything else. I'm going to build a few houses. Residential. The most basic type of shelter. It can contain up to 10 people, so we need 5 houses to give everybody a house. And it consumes 15 electricity. Oh, wow. Oh, and it needs access to entertainment. Oh, wait. We also have the household depot. Small structure where non-essentials needed for residential use are stored and distributed. See, this has a circle around it. I was thinking about that. So we need to build the houses around this, so that so that the houses in this area get stuff distributed to it. So what I'm going to try is this. Let's go like this. Let's build a nice road here, and now we're going to build shacks around this. Does the shack have an area? Yes. I don't know if we have what it takes to build 4, but we'll see. Five. There we go. Okay, let's see if we can build 5 houses, because then we just have the 5 houses and all resources get distributed. Ah, this requires 10 iron ingots. We don't have iron yet. Okay. Okay. Let's see though, because here we can see what we still need for the next cycle. We have 2 gathering camps, we have the 2 soup kitchens, we need more knowledge, and we need 2 more wells, and then we can get to the next cycle. Now, these points will come in slowly, 35 a day. So that gives us time to build 2 extra wells that we might need to get up to the point where we can really continue. So let's build a well out there. We have one there. Don't want to build them too far away from town, but we do really want to get these wells out. Okay, you know what? Let's build one right there. That should give us enough wells. The irony of not having iron. Yeah, something like that. Now, I do feel as soon as we really start to build a lot of buildings, then all of the hilliness in the terrain will be gone, which won't be nice. But on the other hand, at least then we have a nice flat city, which looks good to me. So that's kind of nice. I thought I was building an extra one of these field camps. So let me go over my field camps to see if they're all actually producing wood. Yes, they are. Okay. Because we are still a bit low on wood. So I still need to... Oh, well, no, we were going to build an extra field camp and then the game interrupted us. That's it. Okay. Let's build another field camp out here. It can have plenty of logs in it, so that's good. Cooper, you made a very good point. Let me read it out. This is a good point. If a bird shits on you, you should be glad cows can't fly. And that's true. That is actually true. Now we have 2 kitchens. This one is producing nicely, but we don't have mushrooms anymore. What's happening there? Now it is autumn. Maybe there are no mushrooms around anymore. I don't know. I can't see that. But we've used up all the mushrooms so far. We also don't have meat or anything, so I don't have anything else to make. Fish, vegetables, so we'll have to find another food source. Now, we are also spending more food than we get in. So what I'm going to do now is set this back to medium so that we don't run out of food. Because if we do run out of food, we might have a problem. Sorry, I missed your greeting. I am playing Works and Resources on my second. I did not say it is. Does it look like one? It's nice, though. It's nice. I like it. Ooh, we have the sheds up. So everybody has a house now, and I think we should be able to see a positive effect from that. Let's click the town hall. And then, no, the overview here. And then the people. Life. See, now they all have a house, which is good. Traction is still low. Health is still low. But at least we provided them with something. I have to get into some healthcare soon. We do have the well now too. The gathering camps and the soup kitchen. So just to gather a few bits of knowledge, we can get to the new cycle, which will be mead, organic waste, meat, fish, rawhide, tallow, sponge, iron ingot. So we're going to unlock a lot of stuff. That's going to be pretty cool, I hope. Let's see how that will do. But now we first have to get there. Ah, we got a few mushrooms in and now they're out again. How can production be so high? We didn't set this to do anything yet. So this is not producing any of this soup. But it kind of looks like it is. Not enough resources, I know. Okay, so getting the resources in is tough. So I would like to get into some farming or anything. Simple product plans. Is this for community needs? That looks like a cemetery. Doesn't appear to me that we're going to get into some farming soon, but oh, you could never be too sure. But this is good for food, so hunting will be nice to get. Metalworking, power grid. Yeah, we need to extend the power grid at some point. Let's go to speed 2 so that we speed up a bit and get to the next cycle. It is already day 27 though, so we are already surviving for a month. And I see some snowflakes flying, so I guess winter is coming. I guess in winter some productions might halt. I don't know, maybe we won't be able to get any mushrooms or something in winter. 36 a day, that's quite a good number. Is the extra camp done? Yep. Field camp. Well, let's get a few extra logs in. We still have 5 workers available. So we could be... what we could also do... We have a lot of lumber and we produce a bit too much. So let's take a worker out of each. That will lower the amount that we produce. That will then also lower the input. And that should make it that we finally produce a few more logs again. And we can always keep adjusting it to our needs, which might actually be good. Let's go over here. What does it say? Not available this season. Ah, see? So during the winter, we cannot get any mushrooms. Exterior customization, unavailable for this building. Structure settings. So you can have special settings for a building like this. So you can, if you want to, you know, get a special icon for it, you can find a special icon. You can see it right above there. So this can be, you know, a food operation, or so you can give these specific icons. You can give that specific colors, as you can see right here. You can also pick your own color. You can show them on top of buildings or not. You can show them on the edge of the screen. You can show them on the mini map or not. So this is a way that you can pinpoint locations, basically. If you have a certain resource where you really want to remember where it is, you can do it that way. So far, I haven't found a way to turn this off again once you have clicked the screen. The only way to do that is to do this, and now it's completely off. So once you click that option, it will show, and you have to turn it off that way. But it's nice that you can, you know, get a sense of on the minimap, like where's my iron ore, where's my meat coming from. You can put those markers on, which I think is pretty good. Okay, it's winter for 7 days. You can already see spring is around the corner. Spring starts here, so that's the good news. We will be running out of meals soon, though. And that is not good news. Ooh, new cycle. We have reached the Iron Age. Building and resources. A tavern, a cemetery, compost yard, a fisher, a forge, a smith, a windmill, a medical shed, a toll shack, a small work hall, and an apiary. Oh, nice. Honey, tanned leather, herbal tea. Oh, this is something for Roadhog. Basic tools, iron ingot, a sponge... Tallow, rawhide, fish, meat, organic waste, and mead. Okay, losing control. Uh-oh. No good will come of this. Unrest. Chief, we feel the need to give you a clear warning. Uh-oh. This is bad. There are no means of transport in the game. Everything is at hand. I'll get to that soon. For days we've been trying to live on rations that barely fill our spoons, I guess. Why must we stoop to such a life when we have all the resources we need to improve? Do you honestly find this acceptable? We accept you to fix this within 10 days. Do your duty before our patience wanes. I'll see what I can do. We'll have to endure somehow. We'll be pushing people to look for alternative solutions. Set ration distribution to regular and succeed for 3 days in a row. Yeah, we're not gonna do that. Oh, we'll try, but it's not gonna happen. So we have to set rations to regular. It's spring now though, so that's the good news. And now we'll have to see if we can actually manage, but I don't think so. I have to start producing more mushrooms, so I'll have to get another camp then. And it might be wise to start unlocking meat and all, so let's pause for a second so not too much time goes away. I don't think it matters how far away a building is from your town hall or anything, so I'm just trying to find a spot where I can get 3 mushroom buildings in one cluster, but most clustered ones are either up here, but yeah, these are also slightly too far out, so they made it in a way that, this one can actually be 3. This is nice. Our town is... where's my town? Oh, there. All the way there. Okay. Let's rotate it in a way that it faces our town at least. There we go. Let's build it. Okay, well, we'll see. No means of transportation. Well, they do carry stuff, as you can see here. So they will carry stuff from one place to another. So the ones that are going to build this one now... the one all the way up there will carry it there. So by now it's by hand. I don't know if there's any improvements for it, like carts and all, but we'll have to figure that out. Year 1 has ended. This is the highlights. 0 people died from disease, disaster, lack of water or food. 9 new people joined us from outside and 7 births took place. In the wake of recent events, the total population increased by 9 this year. Renewable resources, water, mushrooms, meat and fish replenished by 89% based on yearly precipitation. Water production was more than consumption. Animal water balances are really high. Rations produced was more than consumption. Animal rations balance plus 10. 2 new developments completed. 23 new structures built. There were no significant events. Oh, nice. So we get an overview over the last year, like what happened. That's pretty cool. Now, can we already do some research? This requires ingots. This requires stuff that we have. This requires ingots. This is stuff that we have. Small work hall, apiary, herbal tea, tan leather, okay. And this also is stuff that we have. Let's go for simple, metal working techniques. So we have to go for metal working techniques because most of them need that. 35 hours. And then we can go with the forge and the smithy and we can make iron ingots and all. Okay, okay. To answer your question about seeing Benny this weekend, I don't know because I have a heart condition since last week. So I have to go back to the local watering hole to see her again. Ooh, tell us more, tell us more. Now we want to know it all. Object successfully completed. Yay, okay. We managed to do the rations and now the people are happy. Oh, that's good, that's good. And we slightly overproduce. That's good. I like that. I have to keep track of that one building that we built and if it's already done and if we can put workers in. Yep, it's done. We can put workers in. There they go. Ooh, we can also start to collect some herbs. Oh, we don't have a lot of people though, so that might not be the best. Building info layer. Ooh, look at this community. By pressing the left Alt key, you can navigate between the different layers of information that appear on all buildings. Okay. Ah, so I can go to... Ah, okay. Nice. Working with iron. More tools, less toil. Chief, since we can now produce metals, you can give us the means to make tools of our own so that we can see to our daily tasks. We can work without tools too, but this will tire us physically and mentally. And the more often we have to work without tools, the more likely we are to make mistakes and cause incidents. Okay, let's do it. Let's go for tools. I guess we go find a field camp where we can actually set up metal workers then. This one, for instance, has metal in range, so we can get 3 metal workers going. Let's go. And then we have to get into the production, I guess. We have to get a forge. Allows workers to purify and cast iron ingots and copper ingots for practical use. Okay. Let's do that. I have no clue about the health issues of a building like this, but we'll just figure it out. Let's build it right here, and then we continue our road network a little bit. You know what? Let's go like that first, and now we can go like this in between here. Now, you know, give it a little bit of a curb. That's nice. Advice of the day: never blame yourself for what can be blamed on someone else. Oh, I don't know if I agree with that, but you can live with it. I won't. Ah, you have to tell us something. Visitors just left. Oh, okay. Welcome in, Gordon. How are you doing? Hope you're good. Okay, so tool supply is low, basically 0. So just getting the forge up and working will be nice. The only problem is we are out of a workforce. Now we still have plenty of lumber, so I'm going to take people out of here. We don't need that many. Same go for this building. We don't even produce enough mushrooms to keep the building going. So let's go like this. These can now start to produce the ingots that we need. Then we can also build this distribution place. See, it now has all the ingots. It can now go. So that's nice. Oh, we're still running speed 2. Let's go back to speed 1. A scout from another land. Someone wants to talk to you. Ooh, that's interesting. You're okay. Okay, that's good. That's good. Please stay okay. That's fine. Let's see. A message from the strangers. Greetings, Chief. We are representative of a small community. Our expeditions led us to your settlement, and we were delighted to see such an advanced community here. We would like to barter with you and turn this acquaintance into a trade partnership. In these challenging times, every link between those who have goods to spare is a bone. What do you say? Okay, let's do it. They can send a trade representative. That'll be fine. We could really use some extra hands, though. We can see that the efficiency is pretty high, and their workforce is therefore very good. So I like that. I just want to give them tools, because that will give them a better morale again. That will make them work even more productively. That also means that this research is done. So what should be next? Probably the hunting, but we need more ingots for it. Let's start... Oh, not enough. See? So we'll have to wait until we get up to the 20 ingots. They are now building the household depot, which should be good. I tried to start a band called 1023 MB. Well, we haven't gotten a single gig yet. Oh. Okay, so to go to the next stage, which unlocks a kale yard, a basic mine, a steam generator, a kiln, a pit. Ooh, we're gonna industrialize here. Ooh, a cart yard. So there will be carts, Cooper. And horses. So unpaved stuff. Technical boot camp. So there will be a lot more stuff. But we need a lot more knowledge and buildings for it. But that's interesting. So there will be a transportation system, Cooper. We will get carts and all. 13 ingots. Ah, yes. Resources to be spent per day for 44 people. Okay, so this is good. We can now see how much these people need, and this can distribute it to them. So we just have to make sure that we produce this, and then they can distribute it, which is actually pretty good. We can go for the smithy. It consumes 80 electricity. But yeah, we do need those tools, also for the mission, so might as well just go and get them. Let's go. Now, I want to check some buildings, because I think, see, we did not put anybody in here. There's also no available... Oh, that's for the meat. Yeah, that's the one for the meat. Because I also thought I built another mushroom place, and we did not put people in there yet. Am I correct? Yes, here they are. All right, now we should be producing the extra mushrooms. 36 a day extra. Guess we really need... Ooh, wow, look at the smoke coming out of that thing. That can be good. Okay. Well, as long as it's working. I mean, we can zoom in a lot so we can really see how it goes. You can see the fire, thing spinning. She's not doing anything. Go to work! There's an ingot laying around. Nice. What kind of flying? Oh, there's a flying ingot. See, there's a flying ingot. Nice. Oh, this one is now carrying an ingot and putting it on the pallet, apparently. Okay. Well, at least they got some animations on. That's cool. A bit like Ostriv. A little bit. Although this is way more about survival and all than Ostriv is. But it's a little bit like Ostriv, I think so. 44. Workers have no tools. Oopsie. It will be very profitable trades. They'll sell you glass beads. You'll sell them your land. Nope. I'll sell them leaves and bushes and they can give me everything they have. Might be a better trade. Okay, we have the 31 ingots, so we can now do the hunting research. There we go. Let's research that. At least we can get into hunting. Upgrade the main hall. Oh, cool. Chief, a community center made up of just a few tents doesn't feel very secure. We can build something with our resources and crafting capabilities that won't topple in the gust of wind. Let's assign resources and take steps to strengthen the roofs over our heads, though this may not please the eye. Make it happen. The main hall structure will be put under construction to be upgraded. Okay. We need lumber, stone, and iron ingots. And then I guess we can upgrade this. Cool. I wonder what it will look like. The traction did go up quite a bit, which is good. That might mean that at some point we get some migrants again. Because we are quite short-handed. We have only 3 people available. And we actually have mushrooms to spare. So I'm going to put somebody extra in here. We also need to keep people for this. 2. Yeah, so I'm going to take this one out again and put him in here. They need ingots. We now need the ingots for this building first. And once we have those, we can put ingots towards the tools. But right now I have to be a little bit careful. So resource management is also a thing. We do have some meals now, though. And consumption is 35 a day. Now, winter lasts 7 days. So 3 times 7, 21. Yeah, I think we should soon have enough to survive the winter, actually. With the amount of food that we have. So that is pretty good if we can make that happen. Object successfully completed. Okay, there we go. This is the start of a new era. Upgrade the main hall. Okay. Are they going to do that now? Can we see that? Ooh, there it goes. There it goes. Will it just be built automatically now? What's going to happen? Are the builders coming? I don't know, but we'll see. I would like to see it be built. Come on. Oh, we don't have enough electricity right now. Because we're rebuilding this. And therefore the tower is now gone. But I think we're going to get a better tower out of this now. Which should actually be good. As long as she's going to build it now. Good. Good, good, good. So right now we have a little bit of a power problem. But it should be good. Development completed. We can now have a fisher, meat, fish, rawhide, tallow, and a sponge. But I don't have people available, so I cannot put people in this one building to start hunting. Because we do have meat and rawhide available. We need extra hands first. But this might also add to our appeal, maybe. And if it adds to our appeal, that might mean that we are more likely to get some migrants in. But we're already at day 51. We had only one group of migrants in, so... Customizable time of day. You can adjust the daylight as you wish. Choose any time of the day and have a constant light at the angle and value. Or a cycle mode to simulate the day-night cycle. In both modes, weather conditions or atmospheric events will dynamically change the light and appearance. Oh, we can put it on a nice mode as well. Okay, let's start in the day. Alright, we'll put on the day-night cycle. Was that actually on when we started the game? I don't think so. It's nice to have a day-night cycle, though. Gives us a little bit more feel of where we are. We're in cycle 2. Don't really get information about the town hall, so I don't really know about the building, what changed and all, but it's okay. We've produced 4 tools. Okay, well, that's something. But yeah, this looks much more sturdy. Kind of like that. Well, we're still not there, yo. So... I must say, the whole landscape reminds me a little bit of that Wild West game. Wild West Pioneers that we played. The game really sucked. It was really bad, but it kind of reminds me of that game. Like the whole terrain is what I mean. Okay, let's go here with the roads, because we need to connect wells to make them even more productive. Now, this one is now pretty good productive soon. Problem is that we are almost filled up on water, so we don't need any more. But it's okay. Can we actually get in here with the road? Yes. Let's go like that for an extra road. Extra way for the people to walk. Can we already produce firewood? Yes, we can. Okay, let's start producing firewood then. Because we have plenty of lumber. So by producing firewood, we can start to give these people a source of heat. And I think that will be good for them. That will be something that they will need and enjoy. The childbirth rate is extremely low. Okay. Okay. They should be getting in firewood, but it doesn't really say what benefits or anything you get from the firewood. So that's something that I'm missing at the moment. It's not bad though, but... health. Could firewood be related to health? Because it's not in any of these lists. But I guess it would be better for them if they're not cold in their house. So firewood might make a difference there. At least that's what I'm hoping. Hey, we get some immigrants. Nice. You have to wait until they get close enough. You'll get a message pop up and then we can see. There they are, a group of travelers. The group of wanderers, each less fortunate than us, awaits permission. How many do we get? 9 workers. Yes, please. That'll be helpful. Well, all I mean is that, if I am reminding myself correctly, like how the grass looks, that kind of gives me vibes of the Wild West game. That it looked the same. That's all. The whole rest of the game doesn't look like it, of course. I mean, in so many aspects, this game is way better. But just on that one, like the look of the grass, it kind of feels like it has the same feel to it. But I might still be completely wrong, so can well be on me. I think we now have 3 people available to start gathering meat and hides. Oh man, this is going so fast with the day-night cycle. Yeah, we're gonna hold it now because the day-night cycle is going so fast. It's kind of annoying. We're over halfway in on the tools. That's good. Just have to keep producing them. And we're now starting to get in a bit of meat. We'll be getting in some rawhide. So what should the next option be? Power grid, simple production plans. Well, we have a lot of resources for this, so let's go for that one. This structure offers a working environment where we can process many different products, especially organic raw materials. Allows performing various tasks such as brewing, packaging, baking, leather processing. and grinding grain. Herbal tea and tanned leather can be produced. Okay, an apiary. Thanks to beekeeping, we get a very valuable resource with little effort. This may change in the absence of sufficient flora. Used for honey production in open fields with flowering plants. Herbal tea and honey. Natural miracle. It can be consumed directly as raw food or used in the making of many products. Okay, cool. I like that. I like the idea of honey in the game. We have good meals now. Midsummer. We still have mushrooms. Yeah, it's going okay now. We're now slowly making ingots, although not enough to keep this supplied all the time. But we'll get there with the tools. We'll get there. We need more housing now, though. We have a few homeless people. A toll shack. Okay. Now we have 45 electricity to spare. We need 10 for a house, so this is good. It's going to leave us to 35. So we have to get to electricity at some point. Now for that we get the windmill. Harvest energy from winds via soft skill to generate electricity. Medical shed. Although it's not very successful at this stage, it is a roof that can provide the necessary care and assistance to people with minor injuries. Oh, this might be an important one too. We might have to make sure that we get more iron ore. And then also another forge for more of those... Ooh, development complete. Nice. Production. Small work hall. Oh man, this requires 28 ingots. Apiary. 3 ingots. Okay, it needs a certain amount of special plants or bushes or whatever. No, not bushes. So if we place it here, we get only 4, 2 for 6. So I wonder what the criteria are. Like what? It needs flowers around. Here we have flowers, so should be okay. Here we don't see a lot of flowers. Here we do see more flowers. I don't know. Will there be like an optimal place for this? Or probably not. Don't really see it. Nah. Okay. Well, you know, we tried to find it. It's just not there. Where's my city? Here's my city. Still a lot to learn, of course, so that's interesting. Ready for the barter. Okay. A foreigner who wants to trade with his produce on behalf of a small community. Let's hope they have something useful for us. Let's start the trade. They have meat. Oh, we have meat. Barter value is 2. And they have tools, ingots, and iron ore. Okay. So let's say I trade, I don't know, 20 of this. We have a value of 40. We can trade for a few ingots. I'll get the iron ore because that's way cheaper. Okay, will this be a successful trade? Yes, okay. Well, at least we got some extra iron ore. That's good. Look at the honey dipper icon on the ground. Is there a honey dipper? I was looking for it. Oh, there. Ah, I thought it was like some sort of a grainy thing. Okay. So if I place it like... But then still it is only like half. So it's not like you really get a ton out of it or something. See, it's the honey dipper icon, but it's only 4. So, I mean, out here it's the same as there. So I guess I just have to place it out here on a honey dipper, but it's a bit weird the way it looks to me. Let's get going with the field camp first, if we can make sure that we get more iron that way. Let's go over all my field camps, see if there's actually one that can also give me iron. No, no, no. Yes, no. Okay. If we want more iron ore, we have to manually find it somewhere. That's already been taken care of. Here's more if we need it. Not a lot more, but it's more. Here's 2 sources close. See, if we place it right here, we get 2 sources relatively close. Now, this might also be possible. Nope, see, it's slightly too wide. We cannot get them both in range at the same time. But I believe distance to our settlement doesn't really matter. So if we place this like right here, we see now we get the most out of the metal. So let's do it right here. They have to walk a bit, but that's okay. There's my settlement. It's all the way here. Object successfully completed. Yay, we got the tools. Nice. So now people should work more efficiently, which will be helpful. They will probably keep making tools for a while now. Oh, we overproduced. That's good. So now it's time also for another forge. Every time I hit it with forge, that ad from like Forge of Empires comes on. It's crazy. Get out of my head. I don't want that in my head. 12 a day. 19 tools a day. Yeah, 12. So we need an extra forge to start stockpiling some ingots. So we need those for some more research. This one is done now too. Community needs. Also something we can research. So let's do that. We get a tavern. No, we know where Rotor will be. Cemetery. Compost yard. Collects waste from residential buildings without a central sewage system and decompose it to organic waste. A valuable component of organic materials such as animal or human excrement. Some animal parts not used as food and other organic materials which can be processed and used as manure. Okay, nice. Interesting. Should be fun. That should be fun. What else can we already get? Logistics, well, not yet. Can I build the apiary? The tavern is not researched yet, but it should be interesting. And we have to do the electricity soon because we have only 30 electricity right now. Building the forge, and I guess they're now building that other... no, it's here somewhere. Should be out here somewhere. I do think I see the iron ore here. See, that's iron ore. So that new building that we placed should be somewhere out there. Now that's a bit unclear. You can't really see a build site, I think. This is just a gathering camp. Not always easy to spot where you were actually going to build something. I have an idea though. Let's go to production, to resources, field camp. And then down here, no, up here, apparently. No. How do I get there? There, see? Ah, here it is. Is it ready? Yes. Let's get the workforce in. Let's start collecting extra iron ore. We get an extra 18 a day. Helpful. And now we need that forge up. We have only 2 people to work in it though. So, might take 1 out of the tooler because we could produce enough tools anyway. Development complete. The tavern, the cemetery, the compost yard and all. We need better shelters. Stop complaining, people. I already gave you a life, I give you food, I give you everything, and now you start to complain all the time. Every one of us needs proper places to live. We have food and water, but sleeping at whatever nooks we find each night doesn't help prepare us for the next day's labor. We need shelters that can protect us from the unpredictable weather. Build 3 shacks. We'll get it done. I already have 3 shacks. Oh, now the mission is immediately done and it's okay? Okay, that's weird because it says it's already done. See? Ah, okay. Watching from the start. You do that. Have fun, have fun. In my head appears anime chair from GGBA with Warcry. Forgery is a crime. A new cycle of complaining. Yeah, that's mostly it. Okay, well, they're happy with their houses. We didn't build anything, so that's good. A tavern. Oh, a tavern should also be placed close to the houses then, I guess. Might be wise to seek out a way to get a road up there. Can Can we build a road through here? Yes. Oh, good. I don't know how the road should go, but let's just build it like this. Then we can already build the tavern, and then as soon as we start to get ingots in, it will be okay. And then we can build more houses up here, and it will be in range at least of the tavern, so that's good. This will also require a lot of ingots. The compost yard won't, so that's good. All these houses have waste, so I should place it also not too far from all of my houses. So this can probably go here then. I hate games where they put little circles in like this. It does not make sense that these circles are so small. There's only 5 houses in it right now. And then this building is too far. So it's too far to walk from here to there to collect waste. It doesn't make sense. Stop it. Stop with the stupid circles and ranges and all. Chief, we know we're in no place to make excessive demands. Stop demanding stuff then. But this is a fundamental issue. Community health is deteriorating to the point that we may start losing many of our fellows soon. Lack of care, malnutrition, hygiene problems, the harsh seasons. Let us not have to remind you of the factors at play. Working long shifts in scorching hot weather, dehydration, and the weather affect us all the more. Go on. Likewise, working out in the cold without proper clothing is also hazardous for our community. If we force tired and under-equipped people to work such long shifts, we should expect the number of fatal accidents to increase. Ultimately, our success in all we do depends on our health and resilience as a society. Take the right steps to achieve at least regular health and try to maintain it for 30 days. Okay. Well, I guess regular health goes into the medical building that we got now. Or at least, didn't we unlock the... Oh, this is the one that we have to get for the medical stuff. So we need to get more ingots, then we can unlock it, and then we can get to the medical shed. I think that will increase the health to the right level. So we will have to increase it in 10 days. So we have to accumulate a few ingots now. 6 to be precise. Okay, let's go check. Under construction. Yes, that's the tavern. So at least people should be more happy. And they can drink their sorrows away, so maybe they won't feel sick anymore. Alcohol kills germs, right? So, you know, it should boost their health if they can go to the tavern. Not that we've supplied it with booze yet, but... they have plenty of water to drink. It's all clean, so... that should not be their biggest issue. Yeah, health is still low. And entertainment also. Okay. No service. So see, they need a service for it. That's probably the most important thing. These are making 12 ingots a day. These, but we're out of iron ore. Yes, okay. So, we have a surplus of tools. So let's put only one guy in there. So that we get less tools. And they won't use up all the ingots all the time. And do we have plenty of firewood? Don't actually see the firewood up here, but this should be able to tell us. Yes. Guaranteed fuel. Yay! Plus 5 morale and plus 30 attraction. Oh, that's good. Soap. We also have to get soap. I don't know how. But we have to get soap. If the medical building doesn't work, get the graveyard. Problem solved. Yay, more work for me. Yeah, hint about the workforce. Blah, de blah, de blah. Go away, I don't want to see it. Okay, tavern's up and running. But see, it needs meat, a drink, or a fruit pie. We don't have that, but it should provide them with entertainment. We might already see. We now see that the entertainment need is fulfilled, so that's good. So we're just going to need the power grid and the medical building. And that takes 48 hours to research, which is 2 days. Then we have to build it. And after that, we can hopefully be all good. We have a power issue now, though. Oh, that's actually not good. But let's see what happens if we just leave the power running. Compost bin is also an option. Well, that's what we just built. Select resource. There we go. Compost yard. Put 2 workers in. They will work quite efficient. 69 organic waste a day. Yay! These people are shitting like crazy. At least we have plenty of food, and we should be able to get some form of clothing at some point if we build the small work hall. I just don't want to do that because I want to see what we need more power first, and I want to make sure that we get to the medical facility before we do anything else. And I don't want to run out of resources before we do that. So the work hall will be interesting though, because it will help us to produce a lot of different stuff, but alright, there's only 8 houses, 8 people living here. We also have a campsite, which is crazy because there's room for everybody. Nobody needs to live in the camp anymore. That's kind of weird. It's okay though, but it is a cycle of life. We eat plants, later plants eat us. Sort of. Lots of people eat meat, and your meat will be eaten at some point. By bugs and all. It's also why I think we should all be buried and not cremated, you know. You should need to go back into the ground. Be fertile. Child rate is extremely low. Entertainment needs fulfilled now, though. Now we need health, and then we need security. So basically we need a police force. Rodok, you're interested? That will be one funny town if you had Rodok as chief of police in your town. That will be crazy. Cemetery, the place where we must rest after our life's toil. Yeah, that's good. Ooh, wow, that's pretty big. You know what? I want a graveyard in town somewhere. Nah, not too close in town. Not too close in town. Should not be too far, but it should be. Or do the people want it close? Could that be it? Nah. I don't think so. But I do want a graveyard, so let's build a graveyard. And bring out the clubs. Ooh. If Rodok is chief of police, I'd like to be the head judge. You'll be busy, though. Oh, that'll be fun. Electricity, windmill. Okay, we can get some extra electricity. Again, how much was it? Utilities. This generates... Now see, this is what I miss. It doesn't tell me how much it will generate, so... I don't know. Not much here, by the way. We need to find where wind... Ah, here's the wind. Apparently this is a good spot or anything. Only 2 dots here, though, but 3... What's it like out here? Also only 3 dots. Okay, you know what? Let's build one right here. See how much it will produce with 3 dots. And then residential. The medical shed. There we go. Okay. Oh man, another building with a dumbass radius. See, now I build it here. And now it's too far for that shed to reach it. Stupid stuff. Alright, let's go. Oh man, then they finally make a nice gridless builder. You get these stupid way too short radiuses. So you're still going for cramped buildings, and in that case, sometimes building on a grid may be more efficient than using round shapes like I am. Overruled. It puts going clubbing in a whole different light. Yeah. Rodok as chief police. He is corrupt by him a beer. He looks another way. Depends on what you're gonna do. I think if you do the right stuff, he'll just join you. Alright, here's our cemetery. 0 out of 64. Ah, that's good. And we can reorganize it, apparently. Allows the reuse of old graves to make space for new burials. This action may be seen as disrespectful by some citizens, potentially lowering morale and trust. Ah, that's okay. But nobody died yet, so I don't have to use this building yet. And here comes the medical tent. Oh, hopefully that really works. I do like the fact that we don't have to put workers into things like the tavern. That's good. That saves a few people. Because otherwise it might not be so good. Here we go, 99. Alright, medical shed. Good. We need to produce herbal tea. But at least we now have the health thing covered. I just don't know if it will already have a positive effect or... See, it doesn't do anything yet, I think. Well, we'll see what it does. Right now, we need to get into the small market hall to actually start producing certain items. I wonder if we can produce multiple things in one production hall, but we'll figure it out. Pulls out a punt gun. Another objection. Whatever you want, as long as he does not steal beer or attacks him. If it's Heineken, I give you a few extra hits. Brings out the auto shotgun. Ooh. Shots fired. Okay, so we have to wait for this hole to be ready, but that should make a difference. And yeah, we do need that T to work. So we'll see. Average morale is already up to 42 though. It's not too bad. Healthcare just doesn't really get higher, but we need this for that. We did already start to collect herbs. There is a way to check that, I think. Can we now see herbs? No, I don't see herbs in here. I do see grain and vegetables. I thought we were also already collecting some herbs. But I'm probably just totally missing out on where the herbs are in this one. At least I don't see it. Probably click this. No, we don't have herbs yet. Okay. Could be that I did not tell my workers to actually gather it then. See, we didn't tell them to gather it. Let's gather herbs. That's better. We need some herbs. Budweiser, okay. Ooh, ouch. Pulls out field artillery cannon. A Mark III Challenger tank. Oh boy. Boys will be boys. Always boasting with the size of their toy. A Tsar Bomba and a hammer. Let's go to the pub. There have to be more efficient ways. Oh. Well, it's winter, but we have plenty of simple meals. So that is the good news. We will survive in terms of that. I'm actually thinking we might change the production out here into meat. So that one will produce meat and one will produce the mushroom meals. You'll get the same meals, but I wonder if they will have like a different impact on society. Think not, but it would be nice. T34 Gordon, the old school. At least Budweiser has a good looking can. Well, I never bought a beer because the can was good looking, so you know, don't know if that should be the thing. All right, select a resource. Well, let's start producing some herbal tea. To get the health off of the people, because 18 a day, we need 9 a day, I think. Yep. So that's good. The Churchill Mark III. Oh wow, grabs a bottle of Nemerov. Ooh. Now the serious stuff comes out. A taller version of the basic shack, providing additional living space. Yeah, I don't need a bigger one. We do need a house, though, because we have 62 people now. So apparently, some people gave birth. So, we need another house. See, childbirth rate is extremely low. 2 people are currently homeless. Yeah, well, we'll fix that. We'll fix that. They do have some of the stuff in now. So, it should see an increase in health, I think. Yeah, health, 100%. Ooh. We're getting there. We're getting there. Increase worker health class above 40. I don't know if we're above 40 yet. Oh, here it still says health is very low, but it's going up. Or at least it should be going up. Doesn't say how high health goes though. How health? Above 40. Well, they're all above 40, so that should be okay. We have to get it above 40 and then make sure that we do that for 30 days, I believe. Now we cannot set anything in terms of what they get from this. This is all regular, so that's pretty good. We might even be distributing them a little bit more food for some extra morale. Let's give them a bit of extra food, see what that does. High distribution is good for people's health. Ah, see, that might work. That might be good for their health. Maybe that gets the health higher enough for the mission. How are we doing on this? We have researched all of the techs, so that is good. This is for the next one, so yeah, we'll have to wait. Did we now? Yeah, we got enough herb stuff going. Nice, nice. It does look like, though, that we have a need for all of these, for 4 of these buildings, if we wanted these to produce these 4 types. I don't know. Somehow I feel like I would like to get the game a little bit different, where you don't need like 4 of the same buildings to produce 4 different types of goods, you know? It should just be possible in one building to produce multiple goods. At least that's how I feel about it now, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Potweiser comes through too fast. It doesn't need to change anything to go through. Ah, okay. I don't know about that, but you all know about beer, so takes a glass of Talisker. Ooh. I'll just have a zip for my water then. Cheers, people. Nothing beats a good glass of water. About the distribution rates. Yeah. You have to decide very carefully what proportion of the main needs you will distribute to your community. You can improve people's morale, health, and productivity by changing the distribution rates according to the mean. Okay. So there's actually quite a bit to this game. It is interesting. But apparently we did not get the health above 40. Which kinda is weird, because you would say it actually would be above 40 at the moment. Health 62. So it is above 40 actually. So I don't know. Guess it should just tick off this box if we made it. It didn't do it, so and we don't have workers to operate these buildings. But we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. We are losing meals now, though, so we cannot keep this up. Although it partially has to do with the fact that we have no mushrooms during the winter. So as soon as winter is over, we might actually produce enough again. I doubt it, but might be. So that we can keep this up. But I think not. So one thing, object failed. Check for the results. Well, it says everywhere that it was above 40, so this is a bit weird, but it's okay. Let's get this back to regular, otherwise we might be in a peril soon with the amount of food that we have. We don't want to run out of food, of course. This one is now done. Should we now... It needs logs, herbs, and rawhide to make tanned leather. Okay. No power, no workforce. Yeah, that's okay. Oh, we are minus 185 power. Okay, pottery and meat. We need honey and water, but we don't have water. We don't have honey yet, so no power, not enough resources, no workforce. I know. We'll fix it. Utilities. It did produce quite a bit of power, though. I think so. 3. Oh, 4 out here. That's actually good. Oh, 5. Okay. Let's build one right there. See how much power it produces with 5. That was actually quite a good amount. 5. This one, can we see? It's 185 constant. Oh, that's not bad. So if this one produces even more, we might get enough power again. Year 2 ended. Get to see the highlights. 0 people died from disease. 9 new people joined us. 14 births took place in the wake of recent events. Total population increased by 18. Renewable resources were replenished by 86% based on yearly precipitation. Water production was more than consumption. Rations was more than consumption. 5 new developments completed and 16 new structures built. Okay, so we finished another year. Didn't do too bad. Didn't do too bad. And now spring comes. We should be able to find mushrooms again. And then we can get into making more meals again. Which should be good. Oop, there goes the snow. Ooh, first loss. Ah, it's a sad day for all of us. Chief, we're no strangers to death, but this is the first time we've encountered it since we settled here, and it hurts even more. There are many factors that affect people's health. Nutrition and water are the most important of these. You need to produce solutions against many variables, such as seasons, heavy work conditions, epidemics, insufficient supply, and harmful external effects. You can view the indicators in the overview panel. I know. Okay, so we lost somebody. Died of old age, so that's actually not too bad. I mean, it's not like they got sick or anything. They just died of old age. So somebody is now in the cemetery. I don't happen to see a single spot for it or something like that. So I don't know. Maybe you need a certain amount of people before they change up something. I don't know. But we'll have to check a little bit later. We can see that the stockyard is getting fuller and fuller, which is nice. And we should get extra people somehow. But I just don't know how we're going to get those. Healthcare is now good though. Natural aid. We can get a sponge and we can get medicines at some point. Nice. How can we get a sponge? I don't know. I don't know yet. Logistics is also not going to happen. We still need an apiary. But then we could get into this brewing stuff. And we have everything for it. So let's go ahead with an apiary. Yep, let's build an apiary. I want to see what it looks like. And let's just get it so that we can see how it will look and what it will do. Now, sometimes you see a little icon with a little white flag. That's usually migrants coming in. I do see somebody walking here, but they're hunters. I'm just scouting around a little bit to see if we might get lucky and get some migrants in at some point. I don't see any icons in the distance that are walking towards us. So there is an icon out here, but that's probably not it. Nope, that's a mushroom camp. So, looks like we don't get any people in anytime soon. Although, I would love that, though. We could use those hands. Are we... Again, production is higher than consumption. That's good. Let's see. 3 out of 5. If I expand this, can I then see how much firewood we actually have? I don't think so. Some things are just not showing up, which is... I don't know, I don't like that. Firewood. Can I get it in here? Consumables. Craftable. And construction. Firewood. We have 746. Okay, so let's take one guy out of here so that we start producing firewood. And let's get one in here so that at least we produce a little bit of leather. I'm not yet sure what to do with the leather. But at least we produce it now. And then 110, 28 a day, which is probably too many. So we can probably bring it down to 1. And then we can get one person into the apiary. And that should work. We now get 81 honey a day. And it's not connected to the road network. If we set that up, it will be even better. Now the same goes for the well. So probably if we build a road here. No, right here it should count as connected, I think. Yep, it's now connected. Good. So that should make the 111. Oh, nice. Okay, so if we put one worker in here, we should also be getting in the honey, and then we start to produce the mead, which will then go in here, which will make the tavern service even better. Let's take one person out of this one, and one person... No, there's already one in there. Alright, let's put one in here. Okay, that's something. I think that at some point we are gonna get to stuff like weaving. See, weaving. But you would think that you can also do something else with the leather in sense of making clothing already, but apparently not. We'll have to figure out how to get that. Check the settlement, storage, electricity. Oh, we're good on electricity. I wonder how we are for the next cycle. We need another smithy and we need 4 more windmills, and we almost have the knowledge. Then we can get to the next cycle, which also includes clothing. Okay, so we'll get there. We will get there. That's why I prefer dark ones. They at least leave some coloring behind. Oh, okay. I drink too much. The last time I did a urine sample, there was an olive in it. Oh boy. Should be a problem. Thank you for the stream. You're most welcome, Vladimir. You're most welcome. I guess you have to leave. Well, thanks so much for popping in. You have a good one. Take care of those last 2 big heavy days. And then I hope you have a great time being off for a week. Take good care and we'll see you soon. Alright, luckily we're good on the water. Meat's okay. Mushrooms are okay. We have some nice ingots. We have some good tools. We have some nice hides. A lot of logs. Look at this guy. Is he really going to... Oh, yep. The beehives. I don't see any bees. Oh, yeah, there are the bees. There they are. Nice. Look at that. Bzz, 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 bzz. This building has been operational for 3 days. Well, good job, sir. Good job. It also needs herbs, though, so we have to make sure that we really produce enough herbs. That might be good. Let's see now. Are we now starting to produce? Yep, we now produce 15 meat a day. He needs 11, so this is now working out. And now this really works, which might see an increase in efficiency. Ooh, look at that. Morale is now 95. That's pretty high. Workforce is still at 1. Ooh, oh, we can raise the workforce. Efficiency will drop a little bit though. So we'll leave it at this, but that's pretty good. Let's just leave the workforce as normal now. That's nice. Health is going up. Healthy 61. Ah, 61 is the healthy. Their health is now 25. Okay, well, that's also not too bad. Might have to get some medicine and all, but... We're tanning now. We're making these nice herbs. Pottery is... We need vocational training. Okay. Then we have to build another one of these structures, so... Let's just go ahead and build those wells, or windmills, because we need 4 more in order to unlock the next stage. Now, it says there's a lot of wind out here, but I cannot really build out there, so... It's a bit weird. Only 2 dots out here. Ah, where do we go? 1 dot. This is weird stuff, though. Does it matter if I rotate it? No. Ooh, 4. 3. If I built right here, we get 4 dots. That's good. It's just weird though, because you see these icons, you're like, oh, I should place it right there, and then you try and place it there, and then it doesn't make a difference. 2. Like, there are these wind icons here, but it's only giving me a 1, so why should I build it out there? Okay. Let's move around the map. What do we have here? Oh, we're going to build one there already, so might not do another one there. Ooh, this is also 4. Okay, I think at least this should get us plenty of energy for a while. Which we're going to need in the end. So we actually built a pretty sizable settlement already. 61 people. Day 76, which is also not bad. We got all the knowledge points, I believe, for the next stage. Yes. We now need the windmills, but we're building those and we need an extra smithy. Good thing with the smithy, though, is that we probably don't have to make it active yet. We can just build it, and that's it. That's what we need. So let's make this smithy active, or not build it, but not active. And then at least we have everything, and we can go to the next stage. Now, I also believe that next stage will... Every new stage will get you into more trouble with other things, like seasons and all. So we'll have to be a bit careful with that too. But I think we are prepared to jump to the next stage. We'll see about it, but I think we're okay. Edit top HUD resource panel. Ah, okay. The top resource display on the resource can be changed as desired. Right-click on a resource icon you want to change, then select the desired resource from the list on the top next. Ah, okay, that's good. So, for instance, we are not making any paper. I can right-click it, and then I can click another resource. Like, I can see that right now we don't have herbs. I want herbs on there. And then I can make sure that we actually produce enough herbs. For that, we need another gathering camp, though. Because we're not gathering enough herbs. The interesting thing is, if I build it right here, we can actually occupy quite a few people. And get plenty of herbs. So, let's do that. We are now up to 1,000 power. Okay, so they must have built some of those windmills. We need rules. I'm the ruler. That should be enough for you, dude. Chief, our transition to settled life will bring with a dozen of issues that need to be resolved. Rules and regulations will be needed to keep everything in order and running smoothly. As our leader, it will be up to you to make the final decision. See, so I'm the rule. We hope you can weigh the demands well and choose wisely. You can be sure that we will support you as much as we can when you choose difficult paths. However, all the decisions you make will shape our community one step at a time. Always remember the burden you bear. Ooh, yeah, I will remember the burden I bear. Ooh, let's see. We almost have our daily lives in order. We have secure housing, food to eat, and duties to fulfill. We've come to believe that we're now entitled to some freedoms. Nope, you're not entitled to any freedoms. No. No. You're my slaves. We'll continue to comply with our assigned work schedules and perform our duties. However, anyone who doesn't want to get up in the morning and go to work should be able to buy some extra rest by selling his share of food or some other supply. We should allow us to barter amongst ourselves. Surely you can give us this much. All are free to trade, which is what is rightfully theirs. We get 8 morale, but we get a lesser workforce, and it's a permanent effect. Or we say no. No, they can exchange rations. I'm fine with that. Otherwise, we cannot bribe Roadhog when he is walking around town with his club. So, you know, we have to find a way to do that. So this is the way to go with that. Now we can all bribe him. So yes, we should barter amongst ourselves. Compost yard resources exhausted. Oh, it picked up all the resources from everyone. Alright, we can take a worker out. That's good. Were we building the camp somewhere up here? That other camp? I don't remember. Oh wait, I can go to this one and then just click the next. And the next. And next, and next. Where's the new one that we built? Oh, it's probably not done yet. Oh, I did click the new one, right? That we're going to build. Wish I could see buildings on the map, actually. Oh, you can zoom in and out on the map too. Okay, nice. But yeah, sometimes you can't not really see what you're doing on the map. It's okay. A glorious leader, but not a cult. Exactly. We are not a cult for text purposes, but other than that, listen to your fearless leader. Okay, let's go over the map again. Gathering camp. There was a place where we had everything in one go. But now I don't remember where that was. Somewhere on an edge, I believe, but... Ah, see, there it is. Under construction. Okay, good. Almost done. Then at least we can put in one worker to get the extra herbs that we need to keep all the productions going for the medicine and for the mead. Otherwise, they might not produce enough booze for the town, and that will get Rodok pissed, and he'll start clubbing around the whole town, and we don't need that. So let's get her an extra herb. The extra 4 away may keep the doctor away. Alrighty. Well, you know what? I'm going to pause the game here because we've made quite a bit of progress, I think. We are on day 79. We have a settlement, we have tools, we have beer, we have a medicine, we have some very nice things. But we also have run out of time for the stream. So, thank you all very, very much for being here. Thanks for all the fun. It was really nice. I had a great time doing this stream, so thanks for that. And, well, you know, it's always so nice to have a bunch of regulars in the stream to talk to me, so that's great. I will be back on Sunday, where we will be doing the Ostriv live stream, hopefully answering all of your questions and whatnot, so that's interesting. As we can see, we reached a new cycle, so that will be for the next episode to explore. And, well, you know, I'm going to continue this one for at least another stream, because it's fun, and I want to see where it all takes us and what we can build up. So expect at least one more, maybe a bunch more, who knows. Always depends on how well I enjoy myself. Have a great rest of your weekend, and then I will see you all on Sunday. Take care. Cheers for now, and bye-bye.